The rain in Spain stays mainly in the...
Step by step through the sun and rain, over mountains, across the plains. WCBH is on the go. Join us as we walk the Camino.
Good morning, day 25. Just leaving Ledigos, heading to Sahagun. 16 kilometres today. It is day 25. There is a cool breeze coming across us at the moment. We're still feeling full from dinner last night. We took the in-house meal, €17 per person, about $34. Served at 6 p.m, much earlier than the usual serving time here of sort of 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's why we took it. 3-course meal. Options. Entree was pasta salad that had tuna in it, or soup. Cheryl and I both took the soup. Chan took the pasta salad. Mains was deep fried anchovies or a beef stew. And dessert, there were 3 things on the card there. There was ice cream, there was melon, or there was rice pudding. I had the anchovies for the main and the melon for dessert. Sherilyn and Chan had the beef for the main, and they both took the rice pudding for the dessert. Sherilyn, the soup for entree, how was it?
It was delicious. It's probably the most flavourful dish that we've had here in Spain. Garlic and pepper, black lentils with mushrooms and a few other vegetables. But it's probably the taste we've been looking for, other than egg and ham every day.
It was good to get a nice dose of pepper. And you and I were done after the entree. That could have been dinner. Jan, you had the salad. Do you want to just take me through the salad, the pasta salad? What was it like?
It was delicious. It had white, orange and green pasta, usually like the one we have at home. And I had beetroot or radish, one of those. And it had egg.
Tuna as well?
Tuna and vinegar. Most of the things had vinegar.
What's it?
Cold pasta.
Cold pasta. And then for the main, you and Mummy had the beef stew. What was that like?
I found that very tasty. The only part I didn't find very tasty was when I asked you if I could try soaking up the bread on the with the gravy. I tasted that. No, I'm not going to have that ever again.
Oh, okay, rightio. Well, it was tender and had a lot of rosemary running through it. I had the deep fried anchovies served hot. They were really nice. And the dessert, the rice pudding, the melon, and the ice cream. What did you have, Champ?
Rice pudding.
Was it yummy?
Yes, I thought it would be I thought it would be something new for me, but it turns out I had it before.
Did you? Was it hot or cold?
It was cold.
It was cold. I had the melon. Wasn't quite sure what melon it was. It was a white colour, so I'm used to rock melon, watermelon, honeydew. Not too sure what the white melon was, but it was really delicious, nice and soft as well. Actually, yesterday as we were walking into town, we took a photo, and I put it on the thumbnail of yesterday's podcast. It said we were at the halfway point at Ledigos. And then looking at the photo later at night, it said 380 kilometres done, 380 kilometres to go. That equals 760 kilometres. And the Camino is often quoted at 790 kilometres. And I thought, what's going on here? Then looking at the photo carefully, it says from Roncesvalles to Santiago. We didn't start in Roncesvalles, and most people don't. Most people would start in St. John if they're walking the full Camino. So 760 kilometres plus that 24 gets us to 784 kilometres. Plus we've got this walk today. So I think there might have been a little bit of sneaky Camino tourism declaring the halfway point a little bit too early in Ledigos. Hey, and we went out for a meal last night to celebrate. Lots of the guidebooks actually list Sahagun as the halfway point. So I think Ledigos declaring Roncesvalles at the start so they could move the halfway point to them was a little bit clever marketing, but it worked because we certainly had a meal to celebrate last night. Anyway, 16 kilometres today. It is down on our average. So let's hope that the less kilometres we get there nice and early. So we've made it to Sahagun. In fact, it's actually the morning after we arrived. It's interesting how from place to place you can go from such a welcoming, well-kitted out accommodation to stay to something that's really you just can't wait to get up, get your bag packed and get moving. Nothing in terms of the safety of security of the place, but the place that we are staying at is cold. Now, all up, I think there was 20 seconds of 20 seconds of lukewarm water in the system. So we spread our showers out over a couple of hours. Each had our 20 seconds of warm water, and that was that. It might be spring here in Spain. It's still cold. So yeah, we're at the halfway point. We're up early. We're getting our bags packed and we're going to get out of this place and get some kilometres into our legs and get on to the next town before we have breakfast. I should say, when we did arrive yesterday afternoon, we did come across a nice cafe bar, which kind of had a bit of a bakery attached to it. They didn't do so much of breads, but they did some great desserts and biscuits, and that was nice. That was the highlight of this town, but keen to get moving this morning and get on to the next town.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the
Step by step through the sun and rain, over mountains, across the plains. WCBH is on the go. Join us as we walk the Camino.